some time ago, but I think that a lot of times when you leave your house looking for a particular situation, I think that only disappointment can come from it. You know what I mean? Especially like when you're going out. And this is for a lot of grown people. I'm talking to mostly the grown people, because when you're 20 something, sky's the limit. If one place don't work out, you just fucking hip hop your ass up the street. And if that don't work out, you go, y'all niggas just keep going. You know what I mean? But bitch, I've been clubbing since I was fucking 13. Like, I don't have time for this shit. Okay. So needless to say, I think that when you leave your house expecting a particular vibe or whatever, I think that like it can be very disappointing when you go out, you know, and it can instantly usher in the idea of like, this is whack, let's go. You know what I mean? So I think that like one of the things that I enjoy is I've gotten to the point that if I don't feel like going somewhere, I just won't fucking go. I'll say no. You know what I mean? Because I remember for the longest time, no was a very difficult word. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. No is a very sometimes difficult word to get out because it is a full fucking sentence. No, period. You know, and I think that for a lot of us, we are raised to be yes people. So even when it comes to you being of a certain age and your friends want to go out, it's like you feel like, fuck, like I gotta go. But you don't have to go. Needless to say, you know, I go out, whatever. And what I enjoy the most is I go out and I go because I sincerely want to be with the people that I'm with. You know what I mean? So that's like my whole vibe. Gone are the days where I think that like, because I go to this club or this lounge or this bar, that like if everybody's not dancing, sweaty, if it doesn't look like the set of Nelly's It's Getting Hot in Here, well then it ain't for me. Gone are those days. Like sometimes if I'm just with my peoples and we on a vibe, the place could be whatever. We gonna make it a good time. You know what I mean? Cause that's my vibe. That's my energy. That's the kind of time that I'm on when I go out. So even if the shit is whack, it's like, I'm so happy to like be with my homies and like just talk and hold a vibe, right? I think that like, you gotta like, you just can't expect greatness when you go out. And especially when you go out in a big city or a bigger city and you expect like big city vibes. Like, honestly, the real vibe is just whatever you bring. You know what I mean? Anyways, I had chicken Friday night. I had fried chicken. So judge your mother. Okay. And this is Alan's fault because here I was minding my business saying that, oh, I'm just going to be on the Nasty Girl app all fucking weekend. Because that's what I was doing all weekend. Because y'all, Valentine's Day is coming. Valentine's Day is coming, y'all. And at the end of the fucking day, I really just wanted somebody to like, you know, take me to Budokan or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted somebody to take me to Philippe. You know, I wanted a nigga from Westchester to take me to Mr. Chow's and shit, you know? Cause I could be sexy. I could put on the Fashion Nova and put on their fucking Skims and give you a nasty 30-inch weave, bitch. I could be that girl. You know, you trying to take me to Budokan's a wet, nigga. So anyways, there I was on the Nasty Girl app. And, you know, swiping left. Because these niggas is bad-bodied out here. Y'all, can we let's pull over. Let's park the car real quick. I'm going to parallel, okay? So let me back up into this, right? All right, so the window of age that I give niggas on the Nasty Girl app is normally like a 33 to like a 43. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's a good 10-year window. Like 33, hopefully a nigga is on the cusp of some sort of enlightenment, maybe. And that's really like pushing it, because you niggas be pushing it. Like, you be wanting to be like 48 before you fucking have an enlightening moment. with your toxic asses, but I'm just saying, okay? I'm looking through, I'm like, why do these niggas look whitewashed as the driven snow? These niggas look fucking terrible. They're box-bodied. They just look like they lived really fast, really young. And it just got me to thinking, like, what do the women look like for the guys? Like, when y'all are going through the nasty boy app, you know, swiping left and shit, what do these girls look like for y'all? Because I think I'm cute, okay? So I'm thinking, like, at least, like, some of the girls might look like me or whatever. Like, they might be older, you know, they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might be cute. And I'm also thinking to myself that, like, all right, so 33, you should still have a youthful glow about you. You know what I mean? You should. Am I wrong for feeling and thinking that? I'm sorry. I think that at 33, you should still be out here pumping. Fuck it. I think at 38, you should still be out here pumping. You know what I mean? Like, niggas shouldn't see you and be like, oh, wow, you look washed. Anyways, so I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. I am actually accepting applications for a new activities and entertainment director for my life. If you are a gentleman between the ages of 33 and 45, don't be mad at me, bitch. Cause listen, I see you looking at me like, ooh, bitch, that 33 to 45. Wow, bitch. Wow. And fuck you, yo. I'm just saying, for Black History Month, don't mind giving an older gentle sir a chance, especially if he's, you know, maintained, you know? Anyways, let's get into some of that shit for the week, okay? Shout out to Ciara for taking me out of my Kobe-coma this week. That's what I've affectionately termed it as, a Kobe-coma. I just can't stop crying. Like, literally. But I will say this, as I was telling y'all before, I'm a crier. So I cried earlier on this week because I was in Starbucks and they played, I don't even know what song was playing, but it just made me feel like, and this is going to sound crazy, but you ever had just a gratitude moment where you just feel like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. Like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. And you just feel moved. I felt moved. Like, I had to get out of the Starbucks and go in my car and cry because I felt like, ooh, Jesus. Yes, thank you. But thank you to Ciara and my brother-in-law, Russell Wilson, for taking me out of my Kobe-coma and announcing their pregnancy. Yeah, shout out to them, right? That's so exciting. Now, there is no word on how far along that she is. The announcement was made via Instagram, featuring Ciara standing atop of a rock, if that's not a metaphor, while her man stands on the damn sand. Talking about, just like, come on, y'all too. Come on, sisters. It is 20 brothers. Some of y'all too that, you know, love you a bad trade nigga. Let me tell y'all something. Some of my sisters who love them a good stud. Shout out to Noelle Robinson, Cynthia Bailey's daughter. She brought her stud's been home to meet mom and stepdad Mike Hill. Yes, she did. She brought her studs been home, honey. At any rate, shout out to them. So the announcement was made via Instagram this week, and I just thought it was a really classy announcement, and I thought that they had allowed for enough time for us to kind of like breathe in what was happening with Kobe and what have you. So yeah, that happened. So shout out to them. Lil Wayne dropped an album this week. I did listen to it. Did any of you guys give it a listen? I thought it was okay. 24 songs in. I thought it was very, you know what? Guys, I don't even know, because I'm not like, I listen to rap and I definitely love the rap of today. I listen to a lot of top 40 shit. Like I varied my listening, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I just felt like, although I liked a lot of the shit on Wayne's album, I felt like it was like very heavy, wordy. Like he was just saying a lot of shit. Like, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it just felt, the songs felt verbose. Like, I don't know. Anyway, K. Michelle dropped an album this week. I did not get a chance to listen to it, but from some of my Don Divas who have listened to it, they don't love. Yeah. And shout out to Mr. I'm K Brad on Twitter. Hey. But I really do trust his musical ear. Along with a couple of other people. And so, I believe y'all when y'all say it suck. I'm just saying, I love K. Michelle, but I don't think that I've loved anything that she's done since, Anyone Have a Heart. I believe that's the name of that album. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm just taking a little brownie break. Okay, honey? Anyways, so, who is Gervantae Davis? And why should we care? He's a fighter, right? So can someone tell me why he came to the venue to fight his baby mother like that? And can someone also tell me why he grabbed her up like that? Why her friend was just like, ooh, girl, oh my God. I'ma stay here, okay? And then why none of his people wasn't like, yo, bro, chill. Like, for her to be hemmed up like that by him and not one single man, not one single fucking man, not a single solitary fucking man stood in the gap for her. Niggas, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I'm sorry. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I think that shit is wild. Yo, did you hear that shit with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp? This bitch. And that goes, listen, I don't think physical abuse is merited on any side. So whether it is the guy being physical to the woman or the woman being physical to the man or the man being physical to the man or the woman being physical, whatever the fuck it is, I don't think it needs to get physical. You know, I think that when it gets physical, I think that it is such a loss of like rationale that it can't possibly make any sense whatsoever. But Amber Heard heard on I guess video, or I guess it was recorded. She was recorded in conversation with Johnny Depp, and she lied and said that he had put his hands on her. She admits to lying. She admits to getting physical with him. She admits to like not giving a fuck and knowing that she got physical with him and basically saying like, nigga, you need to stop acting like a little bitch about it. Yes. Oh, honey, you have to hear it, honey. It's wild. So this week in Publishing Clearinghouse, looks like Mace took Diddy to task. So last week, if you guys recall, Diddy received, I believe, some sort of industry acknowledgement, was bestowed upon him. And in his speech, he talked about how that same industry has to kind of repair and reparate industry creatives for not paying them correctly and not treating them well and, you know, all these other things. And that kind of opened up the floodgates for young Mason Betha to give his own iOS Instagram response. Now, in response to Diddy's acceptance speech of his award, Mace basically said to Diddy that, you know, because I don't want to read the whole thing. It was lengthy. But the gist of it is that as a youngster, Diddy took advantage of Mace and his lack of knowledge of the industry and gave him $20,000 for his publishing. Now,